Yeah, both the quad and the group.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third annual Voice and Vino virtual edition. I'm Keith Kaiser. I'll be your host for the evening. Thank you for tuning in to this wonderful, wonderful event. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to Lifespan Resources Board President Annette Roberts.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lifespan Resources' third annual Voice and Vino 2020 virtual edition. I'm Annette Roberts, and I'm honored to be president of the Board of Directors of Lifespan Resources. And I want to thank you and welcome all of you tonight for helping us make this possible in such unusual times. Now, to get this wonderful evening of entertainment going, I would like to introduce to you the CEO of Lifespan Resources, Laura Clark. Thank you.
Thank you, Annette. Good evening, everyone. Wow, what a crazy and unusual year, right? I can't tell you how excited I am to be here and welcome you to our third annual Lifespan Resources Voice and Vino. And of course, this year we had to do a virtual edition. While we've been working on this all year, the plans to turn it into a virtual edition did not begin until the end of July. We can be here tonight, though, thanks to our team, all of our sponsors, our donors, everyone who bought tickets, our performers, and our judges. We have another great lineup of talented entertainers and performers in this season 3 of Lifespan Resources Voice and Vino. For all of us at Lifespan Resources, we are so very grateful with the number of people who have continued to support our seniors and persons with disabilities. I'm so impressed with the great community we have who come together every year to help those people in need. As you know, it's not totally about the singing. We are here tonight to raise money so we can provide vital services to what's a growing number of needy senior citizens and disabled people right here in our very own community. Calls to our aging and disability resource centers have increased by 14% this year, and our Meals to Go service has experienced a 70% increase. Our transportation program has been operating continually throughout the pandemic and is more critical than ever before. Lifespan Resources' mission is to help people remain living independently in their own homes for as long as possible. And that would be what we would all want, right? Everybody wants to stay at home as long as they possibly can. We have a long history in southern Indiana, beginning way back in 1972 when we were the South Central Indiana Council for the Aging, and we received our first funding for a senior nutrition program. From those humble beginnings, we grew into the designated area agency on aging, adding programs such as transportation, caregiver support, health and wellness, option counseling, and case management. We are taking care of well over 3,000 clients annually in our community, many of whom have no family members nearby or any support system other than Lifespan Resources. Our clients are all ages, from medically fragile infants who receive nursing services in the home to the very elderly centenarians receiving transportation and nutrition services. Absolutely anyone can call into our Aging and Disability Resource Center to speak with a state-certified options counselor. These options counselors help most callers right over the phone with information and referrals. Others will get an in-home visit and go on to receive services. In addition, our state-certified case managers develop person-centered care plans for these individuals. I want to focus, though, a little bit more on our transportation program tonight. As I said before, this is a critical need in the community, even more so with the pandemic as people quarantine. Lifespan Resources provides the only nonprofit wheelchair-accessible transportation program in our area. We take elderly and disabled people not only to critical medical appointments, but also to life-enhancing destinations, such as the grocery store, pharmacy, and various other therapies. Many of our clients have no one else to transport them to their destinations, and if you can't get go get to your medical appointments or get your medicines or even go get your food, your health would decline pretty quickly. As you can imagine, transportation is a very costly program to run. Expenses range from vehicle maintenance and fuel to driver salaries, scheduling systems, GPS, tablets for all vehicles, onboard cameras, and this year, extensive PPE to protect our drivers and our clients. All vehicles this year receive plexiglass shields behind the driver's seats, and drivers wear masks, face shields, and gloves. We are keeping rides to a minimum on each trip to ensure social distancing, and vehicles are sanitized after each trip. We are on plan currently to replace our aging vehicles. Just one new vehicle can cost up to $80,000. The dollars raised here tonight will enable us to transport more people safely to their medical appointments and other life-sustaining needs. So thank you very, very much for your donations. Before we go any further, I would also like to thank tonight's Title, Platinum, and Gold sponsors, as you'll see listed on your screen. Please join me in giving a big round of applause to these fabulous sponsors. A huge thank you, too, to Lifespan Resources employees, our Board of Directors and Advisory Council, plus the Voice and Vino Committee, who have all worked so hard to make this event possible. I think you'll find this event will be an evening that you will really enjoy. And now, let me welcome back to the stage our Lifespan Resources Voice and Vino Master of Ceremonies for the evening, Mr. Keith Kaiser.
Well, thank you, Laura. Now, quickly, it is important for all of you to understand that all of our performers tonight are all brave, courageous individuals. They are professionals with other careers and have agreed to help raise awareness for Lifespan Resources as well as raise money for Lifespan Resource Services and mission, that being promoting independent living for people of all ages. So, for those of you out there who are attending for the very first time this evening, our performers, while they all have talent, they will not actually be competing for their performance, but competing for your dollars. So at the end of the evening, the individual that will be proclaimed the winner of tonight's event will be based on who raised the most money. So here's how it works. So on your screen, you will see instructions on how to donate using your cell phone or other device to support your favorite performer tonight. Those are the rules of engagement for the evening. Now, before we begin tonight, it is vital that you know just how important this evening's event is to Lifespan and the people they serve. Lifespan Resources has been a community resource for Southern Indiana for over 46 years, serving the elderly and individuals with disabilities of all ages. Their mission is promoting independent living for people of all ages. To carry out this mission, Lifespan Resources provides meals to go, home health services, caregiver support, senior center programs, options, counseling, and transportation, among other services. As Laura stated, Lifespan Resources is one of very few providers of transportation for the elderly, medically fragile individuals, and those in wheelchairs residing in Southern Indiana area. Your support tonight is crucial is crucially important to programs such as this. Without lifespan resources, many folks would simply not be able to take care of themselves and remain independent. Let's meet a few of Lifespan's very special clients.
Wayne Perky here. You know, as I've gotten older, I've come to realize that many people my age need a little help. That help can come in many forms, such as help with preparing a simple meal, to cleaning the house, to just getting out and meeting and developing new friends. But for many of my friends, simply getting to the grocery or to the doctor can become a really big deal. And that's where Lifespan Resources Transportation Services come into play. You see, for many, Lifespan's transportation service has become their lifeline. A lifeline to getting the food they need, to doctor's appointments, and even to special outings and events to see their friends. Today, Lifespan Resources is transporting well over 100 individuals a day. And as our population grows older, the demand for these services will only increase. We need your help. You see, adding new or additional transportation vehicles is costly and difficult, but necessary to maintain an efficient fleet. For many individuals and their families, Lifespan's transportation services are life-changing. How life-changing? Listen to a few of our clients who depend on these services.
Older people really need this. They really need to have somebody, to help them and get them where they need to go. Going to the grocery today, but they take me to the doctor's office for a doctor appointments and lab tests at the hospital and just about everywhere I go. I'm always glad. They're so helpful. It's made for people like me.
Caregiving is a hard job, and I always dreaded trying to get him in the car too, and he dreaded it, are we going to make it today? So I don't have that. I just wheel him on there and they lift him up, put him in. I go and sit down. But I feel very safe with Lifespan and their care for us and concern not to expose us. It's much less stress having him transported than trying to load him and unload him myself and it's frightening to him as well to try and get in and out of a car. It's a big help. You will need them. At some point in time, you're going to need their services. You can look to your left, you can look to your right, and there's going to be a need there. They can't be replaced. You have to get your family members to and from doctor appointments and even for outings, which we plan to use them, but they can't do it if they don't have the equipment to do it.
Lifespan is irreplaceable to me.
You may not see the importance of helping people getting to and from various places as important, but to the individuals and their families who need this service, it's the difference between living as normal a life as possible or watching life go by. As we get older, it means still having some independence. For the families, the result is seeing their loved ones more connected and engaged in life and keeping them healthy and living longer. By the year 2034, over 23.4% of our nation's population will be over the age of 65. This means that you, your parents, or someone you deeply care about will probably need this service in the future, and without your help, it may not be available. Won't you help us? Help us care for more people by having more vehicles, more drivers. Help us support the transportation services offered by Lifespan Resources.
Every year, I get to hear, like you, these amazing stories and how important Lifespan Resources is for individuals and their families. You can see just how crucial these services are for these folks to be able to remain independent and stay in their homes. As the senior citizens population continues to grow, Lifespan Resources could use your support to help us provide care for these individuals, and we ask that you take a moment to consider donating tonight. A donation of $100 will provide 4 or more trips for a person in a wheelchair, 2 or more weeks of nutritional meals to a needy senior, or 4 hours of respite care for an overwhelmed caregiver. Once again, you can use your One Cause connection on your cell phone or tablet to donate. Last year we had 8 fantastic performers, with the winner pulling out a win once again at the last minute from a generous benefactor. So remember, your donations can count all the way up to the end. In addition, we also have 3 slightly famous judges. Why don't we meet them now? Returning from last year's Voice in Vino, our first judge is a graduate of New Albany High School and received her Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in Interior and Environmental Design from Ball State. She is rarely seen without a smile and loves living in downtown Jeffersonville with her husband, Tommy. The founder and owner of LL&A Interior Design, let's welcome Leslie Lewis Sheets.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next judge has been with us from the beginning and whose name is synonymous with anyone that knows anything about music in this area. Mark grew up in his parents' music store, Mom's Music, in Jeffersonville, and became the owner of that store over 10 years ago. Now known as Maxwell's House of Music, Mark truly enjoys making music-related dreams come true for people of all ages. He is also the lead singer of one of the area's premier bands, the Louisville Crashers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mark Maxwell.
Yay.
Next, new to the judges' platform is a gentleman who was raised in Jeffersonville and attended Jeff High. He started his music career as a DJ working at local nightclubs, which turned into wedding entertainment at Lakeside Reflections. Fun-loving and eager to help, you may know him as the redneck character with Q103.1, living in a scissor lift 60 feet in the air at Coyle Chevrolet to raise money for Bikes or Bust. Ladies and gentlemen, the operations director of A1 Porta Potty, let's welcome Mike Benson. Now, it's important that all of you should know that each of tonight's performers attended a series of sessions at Maxwell's House of Music where they all received a few pointers and suggestions to help make their performance tonight the best it could be. To get a look at what those sessions were like, we've prepared a short clip for you to see. Let's take a look at that.
Hey everybody, if you're having a watch party, we want to make sure that you share your pictures and videos on Lifespan Resources social media. That's Lifespan Resources Facebook page and their Instagram, because we all want to celebrate together and we want to see how you're celebrating too. Now don't forget about the silent auction that's going on now. So you have an opportunity to bid on some great items to give back to Lifespan Resources. So bid often and bid large. Yeah, because we want to raise a lot of money this evening. So now we want to make sure we get back to the show and everything else that's going on with this great Voice in Vino virtual edition. Back to the show.
Now, without further ado, let's get started with Lifespan Resources Voice and Vino virtual edition. Are you ready? Yes! Thank you. Thanks for the support. They're very good. Oh, yes. Our first performer of the evening was born in Elgin, Illinois, but moved with his family from California over 20 years ago to this area, a father of 3 and grandfather to 4. This performer has an MBA and a Bachelor of Science degree in marine biology, and first became interested in music after performing in high school and college. The founder, chairman, and CEO of American Queen Steamboat Company, a leader in U.S. river cruising based in New Albany. Let's welcome to the stage John Wagner. There we go. John, step right up. The first one,
nice introduction.
The first one moving into the light here. I mean, you got to be a little nervous. You don't do this professionally.
I do not.
And so, you've done the karaoke scene though? Have you done that?
Not much.
Yeah.
No.
And so, what drove you to do something like this?
A friend of mine, Doug Helm, and Scott Olinger have done that, and they knew that I'm a closet singer, and so they said, "Hey, John, you need to come do this for a good cause. Lifespan is a good cause," and so they said, "Get up on stage."
What are you singing tonight?
Because I'm a chairman of the board for our company, I'm going to do a little bit of chairman of the board, and I'm going to do a little Frankie for you.
Little Frank Sinatra from John Wagner right here on Voice and Vino.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Wonderful job, John. I felt like I wanted to join you and do a little.
I know, do a little
kick line.
dance.
Do a
I
little kick
usually
line.
have my dancers with me, but they couldn't make it tonight in the COVID environment.
Yeah, I understand. So how'd you feel about that? Did you feel good?
Good, like an Armageddon, 80% paranoid, and nervous, but 20% excited.
Oh, good,
Sometimes, 20% excited. So, yeah.
Fantastic job. Fantastic. Well, we got to see what our judges thought about
right.
that.
What'd you
Now,
think,
Mark
judges?
Maxwell, what'd you think of John
I
Wagner?
won. I love you, John.
listen, yeah, and you look great. I mean, if
My wife dressed me.
Of course she did. What are you talking about? Yeah, you did a great job. You really meant to do this. I think that honestly, you ought to think about putting a whole Frank show together and going out there on those boats of yours, out there on the rivers, and do shows for these folks. They would love it. Great job.
Leslie.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I think that it's a great idea. Thank you to Scott and to Doug for encouraging you to do this. You're a natural.
Thanks.
Had no idea, and you're always such a gentleman, and I think it's so appropriate for selecting a Frank Sinatra song. And you look great. Thank you to Claudette for
thanks to Claudette.
putting your ensemble together. Great job.
Mike Benson.
You know, I thought the same thing, and I waited till the end to turn my chair because I was waiting for that American Queen dream steam to come out. You know, that was that very
Well,
end.
it came out, though, at the end.
I was waiting for that. I kept looking at the crowd out here, and I was like, you know, I'm waiting for that one moment, and all of a sudden, there it is. So good job by you, and I think you'll get some donations tonight.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate
Wonderful.
it.
John Wagner, everybody.
Thanks.
Our
Great
first one out of the box. You got to be a little nervous about that, but he did a fantastic job.
All right, John, so how do you think you did tonight?
I felt good about my song. It was good. It felt good. Always a little bit nervous, first one, but right out of the box, but it was good.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Now, once again, please remember, everyone, the evening is about the supporting your favorite performer via donations, all right? We will be keeping track of all the performers' totals raised, and from time to time, throughout the evening, we will show you the leaderboard so you can jump in and push your favorite performer over the top with your donations. Now, you can vote on one cause or go to www.lsr14 and click donate. Now, our next performer says that he started singing during his high school choir days. His favorite types of music to sing to range from jazz, Christian, country, and soft rock. A chaplain at Adaptive Hospice, he lives in Jeffersonville with his wife and best friend, Sharita, along with their 3 children. They also celebrate and adore their 3 grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage Larry T.C. Baker. Now, everybody's chanting TC, TC. Where's TC come from?
TC stands for Totally Committed to Christ.
Oh, wow.
It's a way of life. It's how I live to honor my Lord and Savior, who saved me from the pit of hell and gave me eternal life. So I'm excited about that, don't you think?
I think so.
Amen.
You're making me excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear you sing here, too.
Thank you.
So when the singing bug hit you in high school,
yes.
I mean, what was that like? What was that feeling like?
Well, it was a great feeling because you feed off the energy of those who are there to watch the performance. I brought my dear friends and family here tonight. I'm feeding off their energy, and it's something that I reciprocate, so it helps me to perform.
What are you singing tonight?
I'm singing China Grove by the Doobie Brothers.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Larry T.C. Baker with China Grove and the Doobie Brothers.
Come on, let's have a good time tonight. We're going to have some fun and we're going to raise some money for a very good cause, all right? Let's go. When the sun comes up on the sleepy little town down around San Antonio, and the folks are rising for another day around about their homes. Well, the people of the town are strange, but they proud for where they came. Where you talking about China Grove? Whoa, 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 China Grove. Well, the preacher and the teacher are law, they are caution, they Every day there's a new thing coming. The ways of the orange of view. The sheriff's in his bodies with the simmering sauce. You can even hear the music at night. Although it's a part of the Lone Star State, people don't seem to care. They just keep looking to the east. Okay, I need y'all to party with me. Come on, dance. We're here to have a good time. Raise some money for Lifespan Resources. I need you to donate to TC. Come on, donate now. Hey. Talking about time to grow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, time to grow.
Wow. TC. I want to know, did you limber up before that? Did you do some stretches?
Oh yeah, calisthenics always.
Make sure you don't pull something.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about your performance?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah?
I had fun.
Yes.
It's for a great cause.
Yeah.
So why not? Yes, I feel good about it.
Let's go to the judges right here. I know that Mike Benson pulled something when he got out of his seat to dance a little bit. So what'd you think about TC's performance?
I thought it was great, TC. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm glad these chairs are cloth because when I spun first, if it would have been vinyl, I'd have been right out on the floor. That was awesome. You did a great job as always. Thank the Lord for having you here today, and I'm sure you're going to get some donations.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Leslie,
Yay.
what do you think about TC?
I say amen, TC, right? That was fantastic. Just excellent. I'm just happy to have the opportunity to meet you and hear your great work. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Mark Maxwell.
Wow. I mean, the energy just alone, your spirit, your whole vibe, it again didn't take us 2 seconds to want to see what was going on that stage and turn around. So yeah, I love it. You could be a lead singer of any band in this town. You could do this anytime you want to do it.
My mentor.
Ladies and gentlemen, TC Baker.
Yeah.
Wonderful job. Wonderful job. Thank you, TC.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
All right, TC, so how do you feel like you did tonight?
I feel good. It was fun, a lot of energy in the room, and the main reason is to donate. So I feel good that many will donate to a great cause, and prayerfully, hopefully, they'll donate in my respects for Lifespan Resources. So vote TC, so I can get the credit for the proceeds that goes to a great cause. So thank you.
Now, don't forget that the winner of tonight's event will be the one who raises the most money. So get you on your phones and donate to your favorite performer now on One Cause. If you haven't signed up yet, just follow the instructions on the screen so you can vote for your favorite performer or bid on one or more of the great silent auction items. Now, don't forget, we also have a silent auction going on featuring great items such as a Yeti cooler, bourbon fire pit, Napa Valley trip, and more. You can bid on any of these items by using your One Cause app. Every dollar raised supports a Lifespan client, so be generous. Our next performer is from Palmyra, Indiana, and attended school at North Harrison. She has a Bachelor's of Social Work degree from Ball State University and has been interested in music since she was very young. As a child, she would watch her mother sing in the church choir, and her Uncle Bill was a local musician. She has been a guest singer in the Chord and Jamboree and now enjoys singing in the Hayeswood musical productions. While she is retired from Robertson Trucking Company, she is still co-owner with her husband, Charlie, of Robertson Crush Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage Jill Robertson. So I've done a couple of Hayeswood productions there.
Really?
Yeah, way back when. So what is it like being on stage and doing theater like that?
Oh, it's the best fun.
Mhm.
I just have so much fun getting into the character, whatever it is, and you know, having my friends come and having, you know, being able to do something like that is kind of, especially at my age, because you know, as you get older, there's fewer things that you can do maybe sometimes, but that is just one of the most fun things.
Step outside yourself and become somebody. Who are you going to become here when you sing? What song are you going to sing?
Well, I'm going to sing At Last, an Etta James song.
Oh, wow.
So,
are you ready?
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jill Robertson with At Last, Etta James.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Ooh, at last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I never known. Ooh, you smiled, and then the spell was cast. Now here we are in heaven, for you are mine at Thank you.
Robertson, everybody.
Thank you.
Wonderful job, wonderful job. Were you singing that to me?
Well, I've been married for 40 years, so I better not say
yes,
that.
Yes, it was. She wasn't singing it to me. But it sounded wonderful.
Thank
Now,
you.
How many times did you rehearse that and did you go over it?
Oh, many times.
Yeah.
Many
Yeah.
times. But also, I've sung it in several weddings. And
Okay.
one of the reasons why I invited my niece to come today is because I sang it in her wedding.
Very
And-
good.
Yes.
Did she do all right? Yeah? All right, great. Let's see what our judges thought. Mark Maxwell, what do you think of Jill Robertson?
Comfortable. That's what you are. You're made to be on stage, obviously. You look so comfortable up there. Beautiful dress, by the way. It's just great, and great support from your family and friends. And yeah, you deserve to be up there. So there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mike Benson.
It took the words right out of my mouth, Mark. When I turned around and I seen that dress, I was like, Etta James. Oh my God. You're here tonight, baby. You did outstanding. Your vocals were right on. It was beautiful. Great job by you. Awesome. And I'm sure again, you'll get donations for that.
Thank you so much.
Leslie?
I knew you could dance because I remember you doing such an awesome job with Dancing with the Stars, but I didn't know you could sing so well. It was beautiful. It's one of our favorite songs, and such a sexy voice, such a sexy song. It was beautiful. So it was a pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jill Robertson, fantastic job. The full package.
Yeah.
The full package. Thank you very much.
Well, I feel like I did well, and I'm so happy to have all my friends here and some of my family too to support me, and what a great cause. I'm just so pleased that my sister-in-law invited me to do this year, and hopefully I'll be able to raise the most money.
There you go. Awesome. All right, thank you.
Now that we're at the halfway point of our evening's performances with 3 more performances to go, so make sure we raise the totals by donating to your favorite on one cause. Now, before we go to our next performer, here's a brief message from our sponsors.
German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
We have seen some great performances so far, and we have 3 more performers to go. But before we get to that next performer, let's go to our leaderboard and see how things are shaping up. As we see, T.C. Baker, $16,050, and Jill is right behind him with $20 less than him. So, I mean, this is a horse race. This is going to come down to the wire, I think. And, of course, Jacob with $11,000 there, John Wagner with $6,000, Brent Rogers with almost $4,000, and then Gina with $1,000 there. All these performers are putting their heart and soul into performing for you, but remember, it's your donations that put them over the top. So we want you to get online, bid, and make sure that you put your performer to the top of the list. So it's going to come down to the wire, so stay tuned. Now let's get back to the show.
Our 4th performer is a musician, singer, songwriter, and has been playing music since he was 8 years old. He grew up in Floyd's Knobs, attended Our Lady of Providence High School, and received his degree from Indiana University. While his day job is being the property project manager and tenant liaison at Resch Construction, he still finds time to perform with his band. Let's give a big round of applause for Jacob Resch, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jacob, this looks like the lights and the stage and everything. You should feel comfortable here. Do you feel a little comfortable?
Yeah, I feel comfortable. I haven't been able to be on stage a lot this year.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back on stage.
Yeah. And so with performing, what's your genre of that you guys play?
Really, we play just about anything. But in terms of originals, I grew up listening to rock and a lot of R&B.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite artists is Bruno Mars. So you take those 3 and mix them together. I like to think that's what I sound like.
And so what are you singing for us today?
I'm singing Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
There he is, Jacob Resch, everybody.
Here we go. There we go. This is right now. Already turning around for me. Very superstitious, riding on the wall. Very superstitious, ladder's about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, the good things in the past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you'll suffer. Superstition ain't the way. be superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Just rid me of the problem. Do all that you can. Come on now, just keep me in a daydream. Yeah, just keep me going strong. You don't wanna save me. Sad is my song. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you'll suffer. The superstition ain't the way. Hey. Very superstitious. I got nothing more to say. Very superstitious. The devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby. Yeah. Broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. The good things in the past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you'll suffer. The superstition ain't the way. Nah, nah, nah.
Thank you, thank you. Wonderful performance, fantastic. What did you think? What did you think? Being out, getting on stage again, you know, after a while.
It's good to be back in front of the lights.
Yeah.
So a little rusty, but you know.
All
to
good,
be
all
back on
good.
stage,
Thank you for coming out tonight. Mark Maxwell, what do you think of Jacob here?
I think Jacob's awesome. I think his original material, especially, is amazing. So if anybody gets a chance to listen to his songs, you should. He also can sing Led Zeppelin. I wanted him to do the Zeppelin song, and we talked about it, but we didn't think anybody'd get it. You know, like he and I were like, yeah, and it was nah. Anyway, he's awesome. So great job,
Leslie.
So proud of you. I just think you're a rock star, and I've had a chance to hear him in other venues and other situations, and I know it's always been amazing, and others that have been in the crowd have been amazed by you and your talent. So I'm just so proud of you for pursuing your dream of performing and singing and doing what you do. Great job.
Mike Benson.
Good job, buddy. Outstanding. When I was sitting there and I heard the music start and Superstition, and then I turn around and I see Jake. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Way to stand out there, and then and definitely get some donations coming in tonight. Y'all put some donations in on Jacob.
Jacob Bresch, everybody. Jacob, thank you very much.
So Jacob, how do you think you did tonight?
I think I did pretty good. It took a few verses to get loosened up and get into the song, but I think I did pretty good come by the end of it.
So did you enjoy yourself tonight?
Oh yeah, it's always a good time to be up on stage, so I had a really good time.
So what do you think your chances are at the end of the night?
I think I'll be up there towards the top, hopefully #1, but I think I'll definitely have a strong finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of our evening with just 2 performers left, and your dollars count. So make sure you get your donations in, because in just a little while, our last performer will walk off the stage and the dollars will be quickly tabulated, and our 2020 Voice and Vino winner will be announced. So don't delay in supporting Lifespan Resources and get your donations in for your favorite performer. Our next performer grew up listening to and loving music, a native of New Albany. She graduated from Providence High School and worked for years as a certified medical assistant. She has also been the lead vocalist in bands such as Backcountry, Crossfire, and 8-Inch Elvis. Now, the proud owner of Dewdrops LLC, home of the first ever CBD-based vocal spray. Welcome to the stage, Gina Emerson. Gina, has it been rough on you not be able to get on stage, you know, because of the COVID-19 stuff?
A little.
Yeah.
I got 4 grandbabies, so I sing to them all the time.
Keep them busy. What are some of their favorite songs? What do you go with?
I'm teaching them Journey, 80 errors, you know.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. And so what made you want to be a part of Voice and Vino?
Well, I love Laura Clark. She's the CEO. She's amazing. And, you know, it's a wonderful cause.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope when I'm 70 and 80 years old, we're going to have people like that helping us out. So,
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
What are you going to sing tonight?
Well, I'm going to sing Lights from Journey since that is my favorite band.
All right. Well, we got Gina Emerson with Lights from Journey here on Voice and Vino.
When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, and I wanna be there in my city. Oh, oh, oh. If you think you're lonely, well, my friends, I'm lonely too. I wanna get back to the city by the bay. Yeah. Oh, it's sad. Oh, there've been mornings out on the road beside you without your child. Whoa, 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 my. Whoa. When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, and I wanna be there in my city. Oh, oh, Let me see y'all sweat. 80s music. When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, and I wanna be there in my city. Oh, oh, Thank you.
Amazing. Felt like I was at a Journey concert right there. So good, so good. And so, Gina, how'd you feel about your performance?
Pretty good.
Yeah? And so I see the babies. Is that a grandbaby out there?
No, she's my
Oh.
business partner's granddaughter. She's never heard me sing.
I think she enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching her face watch you. Judges, what do you think about Gina here? Leslie?
It makes me want to sing with you. Just the way you hold your microphone and do what you do. You've always been an amazing performer and singer, and just it was great. I'm sure your grandbabies love hearing you sing to them. Amazing performance, Gina.
Mike Benson?
Oh, Gina. It's a good thing this ain't like the real voice, because I'd have blocked both of y'all as soon as I turned around. I'm telling you right now, you got a little Tanya Tucker in you too, don't you? I guarantee it.
Yeah, I was raised singing country.
I guarantee it. Great job. Make the phones ring, whatever you got to do to donate, because you're going to get some money tonight, girl.
Well, thank you.
Mark Maxwell.
Yeah, very powerful. You know, you've always been that singer that just leaves it on the stage, and that's the way to do it. Great job. Yep.
Gene Emerson, everybody. Fantastic job. We are down to our last performer of the evening, and the money totals are close, so keep those donations coming in.
All right, Gina, so how do you think you did tonight?
Pretty good. Those lights are a little hot, but I think I did okay.
All right. And what do you think about people donating to you this evening?
We're getting ready to do a big shout out here in the next week, and a lot of family and friends are out of town on vacation, and when they get back, they said they will vote.
Our final contestant's love for performing and entertaining crowds knows no bounds. A native of New Albany, he first remembers liking music from 8 tracks in his dad's 36 Ford, and particularly feels the Beach Boys are the best group ever, with a close second, the Eagles. He has been DJing long enough to remember doing events with only 2 turntables and a microphone, and is currently the co-owner of Sounds Unlimited in Jeffersonville and a proud father of 2 amazing kids. Let's welcome to the stage Brent Rogers. Look at this. Now, Brent, we've worked together a couple of times here and there. I've never seen you in an outfit like this, a little bit more professional getup.
So, Keith, when I was asked to do this, I told them no 4 times, and they were really scraping the bottom of the barrel when they agreed to have me on.
But, so it's a singing competition. I've never heard you sing.
Keith, I've never sung. Yeah, never, ever in my life. I've been on stage so many times, and I've introduced and worked with a ton of great bands and singers, and never in my life have I sung. So this will be a first for everyone.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Brent Rogers, everybody.
Hip hop, the hippie to the hippie, the hip hip hopper. You don't stop a rockin' to the bang bang boogie. Up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie, set up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. You've heard my voice, but I brought 2 friends along. And next on the stage is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Dimp for dimp, the ladies pimp, the women fight for my delight, cause I'm the grand master with the 3 MCs that rock the house for the young ladies. When you come inside and to the front, you do the freeze bag, you do the jumpers. So you try to prove a point. Treacherous trio with a serious joint, and from sun to sun, from day to day, I sit down and write a brand new rhyme, cause they say that miracles never cease. I've created a devastating masterpiece. I'm gonna rock you right till you can't resist. Everybody say it goes like this. One dark afternoon, reporter stopped me for an interview. She said she's heard stories and she's heard fables that I'm vicious on the mic and the turntable. This young reporter I did adore. Damn fly guy, I'm in love with you. The Casanova legend must have been true. I said, by the way, baby, what's your name? She said, I go by the name Lois Lane, and you can be my boyfriend. You surely can. Just quickly put my boyfriend called Superman. He's a man, I do suppose, flying through the air in pantyhose. He may be even sexy or even cute, but he looks like a sucker in a blue and red suit. He may be able to fly all through the night, but can he rock a party to the early light? He can't satisfy you with a little turn, but I can bust you out with a big old turn. I said, do it. I go, do it. I go, do it, do it, do it. And I'm here. I'm there. I'm Big Bang Hank. I'm everywhere. Do it. Oh,
Brent Rogers, everybody. Fantastic job. Luckily
what? What could be lucky about that? Let's start there.
Luckily, your dancers didn't lose their breath. That's what I'm saying.
My God.
But I mean, you have a new appreciation for rap. I mean, it's like you got to have some endurance up here.
Listen, I have a new appreciation for everything. For singers, I tried to learn how to play the guitar to do this. I tried to learn how to play I can do none of that. What I can do is talk on a microphone. That's the limit of my capability.
Well, you came out, you put yourself out there. Thank you for that, Brent Rogers. Let's see what the judges thought of your performance.
Are we sure we want to do that?
Yes, we have to. That's in the contract. Here we go. Mark Maxwell, what do you think?
Listen to me. I've always thought you should do this. And I'm telling you, I still think you should focus on it. It's like it's like working out. You do a little bit every day, right? You could do that rapping thing. You can't sing.
No.
No, I know.
Thank you.
I mean, I heard him. No, listen. I heard you sing. And I remember the very first initial one, and you're thinking you're killing it, and me and everybody else we were like, yeah, no. Exactly
Mark,
right.
I literally showed up here, and I came onto the stage for the first one, and I knew all the words. I was going to nail this, and I sat up on the stool, and you're like, okay, well, let's hear. And I thought I was going to the great Mark Maxwell was just going to be like, yes, you are so good.
You're so good. No, but here's the thing
Can I stop you here for a second? His lyrics are still going right here.
Could you turn
let me tie my shoe.
Yeah, turn that off. It's driving me crazy here. It's
Let me
like
turn that off. Oh my God, I can't get it. It won't stop.
Here, it won't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. You heard my voice. Somebody brought two friends along. This is not the right time.
Listen, stop.
It's over. You've already performed.
I think you could really, though. I'm telling you, learn a bunch of rap stuff because you could do that. You have the groove for that. Like you've got a groove. You know how to groove in the, and the dancers, guys. Of course, I always love that stuff. So anytime you can bring dancers on stage, it makes me happy. But anyway, still a cool, not great job, but really good job. Good to great. There's a long distance.
Leslie, what do you think? You a big rap fan?
I thought it was just fantastic, and I love the fact that you put yourself out there and haven't done this because I know in so many other situations where we're on the nervous end and. It's fun to see you in this role. I think you did a fantastic job. I'm happy that you brought your two friends along, and it was just a big ball of fun. Thank you, Brent. It was great.
Yes. Mike Benson, can you lock and pop?
Oh, son, let me tell you something. I'm going to do this for you, buddy. I'm going to give you this right here. I mean, I've known you for so long back in the DJ business, and matter of fact, I'm probably just going to go ahead and give you your first donation. I'm going to just go ahead and put that up there next to the lyrics.
For music, for vocal lessons?
Buddy, do it. I mean, that was it, man. I was hooked. Good job, Brent. Good job.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brent Rogers.
Nice.
Thank you, Brent. Wonderful. Give me one little microphone. Moonwalk out of here. Moonwalk out.
Oh, my God.
All right, Brent, so how do you feel like you did tonight?
Well, that was rough. Kept running out of breath, have an all-new appreciation for anyone who sings or plays an instrument. When Lifespan Resources asked me to do this, of course, I'm happy to help raise money for them, but that was me putting myself out there. I've been on stage a ton, never have sang, so what you see is what you get with me.
I'm out of breath just watching Brent Rogers do that rap. It was fantastic, and of course, all of our performers have put themselves out there and probably exhausted after their performances too. But it's all your donations that is going to put the one on top, the one that you want to win Voice and Vino Virtual Edition. So let's look at the leaderboard and see how things are going right now. T.C. Baker, he went up a couple of ticks, and then boom, Jill Robertson went up a little bit, but it looks like he might have a commanding lead at this point. But still, your donations, giving those donations is going to put your singer in the lead. Jacob Resch with $11,000 right here, right now. John Wagner with $6,000. Brent Rogers still holding steady, close to $4,000 there. And then Gina with $1,175. But Jill Robertson and T.C. Baker going back and forth right now. But right now, just a reminder, you have 5 minutes before all the voting is done, and the silent auction is over also in about 5 minutes. So make sure you get your donations in right now. And a reminder, you will be notified by email or text if you've won a silent auction item, and you can start picking up those items tomorrow at Lifespan Resources in downtown New Albany.
Now, this is really important. So important that everyone needs to listen up. We have come to the end of our evening and the time when we start tallying up all the dollars raised for each performer. But before we do, you have a little time to go to one cause to add to the total of your performers of choice. So don't go away. When we come back, we will announce this year's Voice and Vino Virtual Edition winner.
German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Congratulations to all the silent auction winners. Remember, you will pick up your auction items at Lifespan Resources offices. Let's welcome back to the stage Lifespan Resources CEO, Laura Clark.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope this event has been a fantastic evening for you. Do we not have some awesome, talented people in our area here in Southern Indiana? Who knew? Some of these people you don't even know they sing. And I know many of you run for me. I didn't even know some of these people, but they were gracious enough to get up here. But now many of you know the very first thing when I meet you is I ask, do you sing? And everybody always wants to know why I know that, but then all of a sudden they're on our stage. I want to give a big thank you to some individuals and organizations that without their support we would not be able to have put this all together. Our Lifespan Resources staff, our board of directors and advisory council, specifically Earlene Bennett, Lucy Custers, Melissa Richardson, Sherry Cookson, Melinda Hart, Leslie Meek, Annette Roberts, and our Voice and Vino committee members, Bob Kleehammer, Ruth Heidemann, Julie Young, Jeff Nichols, and Jen Stricker from Maxwell's House of Music, our wineries, Huber's, Best Vineyards, and Turtle Run Winery, our sponsors and all of our auction donors, Mark Maxwell of Maxwell's House of Music, Vern Eswine and the team at the marketing company, Charles Rene and Under Productions Multimedia and his team. And finally, once again, I want to thank our audience, our performers, judges, and especially our fantastic Master of Ceremonies, Keith Kaiser. Thank you to everyone who made a donation to Lifespan tonight and for making this a very special night. Your dollars have definitely made a difference. Thank you very much.
One last thing. Before we announce tonight's winner and while we are waiting for all of our performers and judges to join me on stage, if you enjoyed this evening and would like to be considered to be a performer or judge in the future or want to nominate someone, please let us know by sending an email at the address on your screen. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for, this year's winner of Lifespan Resources 2020 Voice and Vino Virtual Edition. The winner is T.C. Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That's it for the evening. And I want to thank Lifespan Resources for letting me come out here and be a part of this, and you guys supporting what they do in the community. Now remember, next year will be the 4th annual Voice and Vino. We'll see you then.